At Xerox, we believe it's time to expect more from a printer. So Xerox went out and looked at the biggest business challenges facing your company today, and then went out and forged partnerships with industry leaders that could solve those problems and created an app studio to customize solutions. The results will absolutely amaze you. Wireless printing is the rage in the industry right now. It seems everyone wants to get documents that are trapped in smartphones and in iPads out and printed. No one has a better wireless story than Xerox. First, we went out and formed a partnership with Apple. It's called Apple AirPrint, and it allows every employee in your company to print from their iPhone and their iPad wirelessly. We like to go make the joke, ask people that use iPads how they print today. They don't. They will be able to now. So what about the Android community, you ask? Hey, there's a lot of LGs, Sonys, and certainly a lot of Samsung Galaxies out of there. How do they print wirelessly? It's easy. You simply go to Google Play, you search for the Xerox Mobile Print Service app, boom, download it to your device, and now everyone in your organization can print wirelessly from their Android devices also. So now we've got everyone inside your office printing wirelessly on their Apple and Android devices. What about your employees that are traveling or working virtually that want to print? With our brand new app called Print at Print by Xerox, anybody can print from anywhere in the country or the world right back to this device. It'll store the job. When you come in and pull your credentials in, put your credentials, pulls that job down and prints it right there. When it comes to wireless printing, it would be impossible for anyone to have a better story to tell than Xerox. Now let's talk about security. Where that printer port hits the network back here is a very susceptible place in your network, and Xerox simply couldn't leave you exposed to cyber attacks. So they went out and forged a partnership with McAfee Security, an industry leader, and they employ whitelist technology. And what whitelist technology says is it basically plays goalie. If it doesn't recognize the protocol, it won't let it inside of the printer. It also protects the USB drive, so if anybody innocently or maliciously tries to put a virus into the device that way, McAfee plays goalie there too. Hey, let's finish off the security story. Everybody has anxiety about the data that's left on top of that or sitting on that hard drive. Not anymore. Xerox has a feature called Image Overwrite. It actually scrubs that disk. We call it encryption, and you can decide whether you encrypt or whether you scrub that disk after every job, after a particularly sensitive job, or maybe once a day. Hey, the encryption feature coupled with McAfee Security makes Xerox clearly the industry leader. HIPAA compliant, common criteria certified, it's all there. If security is important to your company, nobody else to partner with. Hey, let's talk scanning next. Everybody wants to get hard copy documents into digital format, correct? The problem is nobody knows how to use it. We go into most companies and ask who does the scanning in your company, and they'll say, oh, Bill in the basement, or Carol on the third floor. That's nonsense. Everybody should be able to scan. Xerox pioneered a technology called one-touch scanning. What it means is we take a picture of your employee's face, that face gets loaded up onto your keyboard, employees simply come up and press their face, put the documents in the feeder, and boom, those documents are sent digitally back to that employee's workstation. That's one-touch scanning. Hey, now it gets really exciting. Xerox figured out that the future of scanning is primarily cloud scanning, so they went out and formed partnerships with the 5 largest cloud providers. That's Dropbox, Office 365, Google Drive, Box, and OneDrive. So if you use one of those, you simply press that icon on the screen, type in your credentials, and boom, you've got a rocket ship directly into your cloud storage. Even a device this small, a desktop printer, scans color at 40 pages per minute. Here's the other big news. You know how much we charge per scan to do that? 0.000. So if you're using cloud storage, only one manufacturer to partner with. That's Xerox. Hey, let's complete the Xerox scanning story. Xerox realizes that you've got documents that are forms and repetitive documents that you need to print, so they took a hard drive, put it right on here, and allows you to store those documents right there. I like to call it an electronic warehouse. When you need those documents, you pull them up and print them on demand. That completes the Xerox scanning story. Hey, printing costs are out of hand in a lot of companies, especially color. When we go into companies, we often ask managers if they think color printing is abused in their company, and they almost universally say yes. So what did Xerox do? They developed a software program that comes standard called User Permissions that actually helps you manage and control printing costs. Let me give you an example. One of the features is called application defaults, and it says if it's coming from a certain application, it'll be treated as such. So if your employees print emails, oftentimes they have a color salutation, a URL underlined in color, or maybe even a color logo. So you get hit with a color click charge. With application defaults, we can tell the device if it's coming from Microsoft Outlook, it has to be printed in black and white. That might save your company 4 or 5 cents on each one of those emails. Play that out across your fleet of printers, and there's some real dollar savings. Wouldn't it be great if you could turn off your printer after hours or on the weekends? Or even better yet, if you could just turn off color after 5 p.m. With user permissions, we allow you to do that. Hey, it's awfully tough to print vacation photos and Girl Scout flyers when you don't have color. Xerox, a printer company that's trying to save you money. At Xerox, we like to kid our customers that during the sales process, we're just dating. Your marriage is really going to be to the service organization. And let me tell you why that marriage is the best one in the industry. We just added automatic firmware updates. So instead of doing them manually like everyone else does, you now get new security patches, operational and compatibility issues, perhaps new features, all automatically downloaded with firmware updates. Tell your IT department about this and watch them tingle. Hey, another big service breakthrough is the remote control panel. What I mean by that is a Xerox technician, one of your analysts, or maybe the service provider you're working for can now take over the device. They'll actually see it on their laptop or their desktop, and they can change the settings on the device, troubleshoot a problem, or actually walk one of your users through a training issue. This remote control has proven to be such a big breakthrough in the industry. Tell IT about it. They'll love it too. Hey, at Xerox, we always come back to the same theme, simplicity. If your employees find this technology to be too challenging, they simply will shy away from it and won't use it. At Xerox, we call it usable technology. We pride ourselves in easy-to-understand menus, big buttons, and it's about as intuitive as it gets. Like I said, at Xerox, we believe it's time to expect more from a printer. We forged partnerships with industry leaders like Apple, Microsoft, Dropbox, McAfee, Google, and created a customized app studio to make your office run more efficiently.